Hey stamping friends, welcome to the Joy of Stamping with Rachel. I'm Rachel Coon and today is our catalog walkthrough with some samples. Go and hold while I flip and we'll get started. All right, 1 second, let's get this so you guys can see everything the best we can. All right, hopefully that's a good angle for you guys. All right, welcome. I am so excited to share with you today some of my favorite things from this catalog and just kind of give you a walkthrough. I also have samples that I'll share with you, and all those samples will be on my blog later as well. And of course, if you comment during today's live or within the next 24 hours, one of you lucky watchers who comments will get some happy mail from me. So please comment. I love to see that you're here or what you want to say about some of these fun products. All right, so here is the catalog. It is beautiful and big and let's see, like over 150 pages, 176 pages. And I've been dying to share this with you. And I had to wait until today to do it, to make it official. But it's a great day to share it with you. So hopefully you guys can see everything. There we go, a little bit straighter. Great. Let me go ahead and open to the first page. And it just is beautiful. It has these great samples. And just reminds you at the very bottom to take a sip, which means stamps, ink, and paper. And that's the foundation of everything in this catalog, is that we want you to use stamps, ink, and paper. All right, so the very next page is the intro where it has about our co-founder and our CEO's family, which is really fun to read and lets you know that these people who have created this company are real people and we can relate to them because they have families just like we do. The next page right next to it is the table of contents, and this is one of my favorite pages to go to know where to find things. The things that I want you to notice are the stamp suites up here, and there's a list of them, and this time they list them with their matching theme. So we have an all occasion, birthday, love, thanks, and support, holidays, artistic expressions. And suites are our items in our catalog that come with a stamp set, dies or punch, paper, and embellishment of some sort. And so they're a great way to start. If you're like, I want things to coordinate, how do I make sure that happens? Look towards the suite and you can either buy it all with one ordering code or pick and choose the things you like. There's also a list for our bundles, our stamps, and accessories, and of course the indexes, which is one of actually my favorite parts of the whole catalog. Oh, all right, you guys ready? Let's go ahead and go to page 28 and 29. So I can't show you this whole catalog today, sadly, but if you want to download this as a PDF, go to my blog and on the right side, you'll see the icon with a cover on it. Click on there and you'll be able to download all 176 pages of this and be able to scroll through it all. It's also all online on my online store. So it's a little bit harder to find on there and you have to click through a lot of things to find what you're looking for. And so I love having catalogs in hand, so that way you have it as a easy reference. If you don't have a catalog and don't have a demonstrator yet, please let me know and comment or send me an email and I will get a catalog into your hands. Okay, I think we're ready now. So page 28 and 29 is one of the first suites on here that is amazing and uses lots of the new in colors. It's called the Sweet Pansy Petals, and it comes with the stamp set here and dies, and it has the DSP and bumblebee trinkets to match. Currently, we found out this morning that these bumblebees are already on back order. That's how popular and awesome they are, but that's okay. Let me go ahead and show you my stamp set and the dies. So here's the stamp set right there. Has all these pieces to build onto your pansies, which they have incredible detail, and it is a distinctive style of inking. And so when you stamp it once, it has different shades just with one stamp alone, which is pretty awesome. But something I want to show you about this stamp set, let me go ahead and open it, is the casing. The Stampin' Up! Has changed the way that they are storing their photopolymer stamp sets. So how it has it now is that there's an photo on the back of the front insert, and all of them just cling right onto the case. Let me show you what our old ones look like to kind of give you an idea of how awesome this actually is. This is our Sweet Ice Cream stamp set. I just used this one on our Friday, Fun Fold Friday, and it is also carrying over into the catalog. But mine is an older one, and so it has it where it's removable. So I have the case here, but then this can come out. And this is great because it has our images on it, so I can know where to place it, but it's easy to lose and kind of removable, and we don't want to remove them. We want to keep them in the case. So that's a new fun feature that I want to make sure you guys saw for our photopolymer. If you want directions, they're still on the back of how to mount them and to take them off of their items. It does come with a window sheet. So they come window sheet, and you have to actually mount them onto here. Let me show you. These are the window sheets they came on. Save these. So window sheets are great for other projects. Use these later on. And what I've done is I just have put mine into my dies. And so when I want a window sheet, I'll be able to just grab them knowing that I have these extra ones here. These are how I store my dies. They come into a case like this, and it has the name of it on there and some tips and how many are in this one. This one has 21 dies. And I love this one. It just has great building features and all these embossed images as well. Let me go ahead and show you some samples I've made with this suite. All right. So I have this one right here using the DSP as our flowers. I did not stamp this. I only die cut out because those dies will match our DSP, which is pretty awesome. It makes it a quicker and more easier class to hold, and also is great for a beginner who isn't quite sure of their stamping skills yet. And it looks amazing. Like, I just love the way that turned out. So that's my first sample there. Then this one is my second sample, which is just amazing. This actually uses the dies to cut out our petals and our centers and our leaves and this extra little bloom right here. This was part of my VIP card, and this is what I sent out to customers who have ordered from me over the past year. Inside of it, it included a wish list, because you need one of those when you get a new catalog. And then it also had a package of seeds. I made these DSP pockets here using our DSP cut out the 2" by 4 1/4, and I have all these instructions over on my blog as well. I also made a little bookmark using, so we can get it out. It might have been in here too long. There we go. A little bookmark using the brand new tailored tag dies, which is awesome. And I showed off the in colors on this bookmark as well. Then I have a little letter that I included on here with a list of everything that I use and what pages to find them on to make this card and the bookmark. So that's what my VIP stampers got. And even use these in colored gems, which are awesome and already in back order. That's how awesome they are, which is just crazy, but cool. All right, so I have one more sample I'm going to share with you using those Pansy Punch, and this will use the dies. So this one is kind of silly, and I love it because today is May 4th, which if you're a Star Wars fan, it's a pretty important day, as May the 4th be with you. And this one used the Pansy dies cut out, and I didn't design this. This was a design by, let me see, I have her name. I don't have her name on here. I'll have to look her up later, but she was amazing and showed us how to use the petals Pansy dies to create this. And then I just used the letters to die cut his name out. And this could be anything. This actually might be my anniversary card this year. We'll see. But I left it blank in the inside so it could be for a birthday, or whatever fun thing you want to do. I did use a new embossing folder called the Bark Embossing Folder, which has so much texture and is really pretty and is part of another suite. That other suite I didn't get fully, but just picked and grabbed that embossing folder. All right, hope you guys like that cute chewy one. Let's keep on going because there's still lots to show. Let's go to page 98 in the catalog, and you'll see the color and contour stamp set. Let me show you that one. So it looks like that. And it has two-step stamping. So you will stamp the outline and then the color. All right. I don't know if you guys are still here. If you're still here, say something. It said my internet was bad. So hopefully it came back on. Let me check before I go any further. My internet has been kind of crazy lately. So hold on. All right, so it says I'm here, but my internet connection is pretty poor. Hopefully it will clear up here in a second and you guys can see everything. It's been one of those mornings. Yesterday it gave me grief too, and so I was praying and hoping that we'd be okay today. If not, we can do this again later. But I really wanted to show it to you guys now, so hopefully we'll just keep on going and see what happens. All right, so these dies are amazing, and they're kind of crazy looking right now because they're falling apart or out of my thing. But there's all these fun scalloped rectangle dies, and they're stitched. There's the small one, and then we have 5 other sizes, 4 others, so 5 total. And then we have the outlines for those floral images from the stamp set as well. All right, so I love those. Let me show you a sample making with those ones. I have this one here. I made this one for a swap, and I've used those scalloped contour dies that have the stitching and layered them up those 2 ways there. And then I've also used this awesome DSP, which is part of the Host Only paper pack, which is pretty awesome. And this brand new black trim. It's twine, sorry, and it's a combo pack. Let me show you that combo pack real quick as well. So here's the twine combo pack, Baker's Twine. It has 5 different shades, and you can pick and choose whichever one you love. I will probably use all of them, but this looks like a crumb cake one to me, those 2, and a gray granite, and those 2 basic white ones. Super great one, and easy to use to add accents to any card. All right, so there was that one. Let's keep on going. And this is another photopolymer one, so it has that same inside to our case. I also have some returning ones. Let me go ahead and show you some samples of those. If you've missed out on some of our past ones that have carried over, this is where you can find them. So I have, let's go to page, we're going to go back in time. 32. You know, I love to flip through this. But this is a cute one. If you guys are cookers, make sure you go back to page 34 to see that one. And 32 has our sweet ice cream. So this was a card that I made just for Fun Fold Friday using that one. The DSP will not be carrying over, but the stamp set will be. This was one I made for a stamp camp I attended. And that one too, the cute little pull. This is a great summer set when we have popsicles and ice cream. This is a You Melt My Heart one. This is a happy birthday ice cream one. This one's keeping it pretty simple, and they just have punched out the ice cream from the DSP and did a little stamped image there. This is a treat yourself cute fun fold for that one. Love it. Some more of the ice cream. I tell you, I have a lot of samples of this one, so I'm so glad this one is carrying over. And this fun popsicle one as well. All right. There's another stamp set that I'm happy to let you know that is carrying over. Let's go to page 50. Oh my goodness. Sneak peek of this one. Isn't that awesome? A hat. Great for Father's Day. So we're getting close to the one I'm looking for. We're going masculine. It's the Handsomely Suited stamp set. So this was a card that I used for the ties. I just love, and I'm so happy this one carried over. It has those matching suit and ties dies, and so you can make and create even more items. Kind of like this cute one right here. Oh my goodness. I just love that. Love that, love that. All right, we'll keep on going. I have just a couple more. Let's go to page 106. Again, you'll have to go ahead and look through your catalog and let me know which ones are your favorite, because there's just so many. I'm just giving you just a sneak peek of some of these. So the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set was one that was early release, and so you might have seen some things with it so far, but it has these amazing dies and this great, almost a background image of these butterflies, because it stamps them all at the same time. Right there, which I love. So that was a happy carryover moment with those ones. And let's go ahead and go to one of our last ones I'll show you. So we have on page 118, another background style one. It's not just beautiful. I almost want to tease you and just kind of fan it so you can kind of just see sneak peeks of all the pages. No, I told you, you can go look at all of this online at my online store now, or even by downloading the PDF. Okay, so this one is a background image, and you will find it on page 118, and it's the spiral die. Right now, it's right here, so you can see that one. Right now, tie-dyeing is really popular, both in shirts and clothes and adults and kids. And so I'm so glad they made this tie-dyeing look. And I've made 2 cards, well, more than 2 cards with this one. And I will show you how to make this card during my 1 o'clock live, and where I'll feature all the in colors. Super fun card. All right. So for samples, let me go ahead and go to the very back for our hostess. Right now there's a promotion going on for anyone who wants to host a party. They can get an extra $25 of hostess rewards. Hostess rewards you can use towards any products in the catalog and on these items on pages 170 and 171. These items can only be bought with hostess rewards. Let me show you some of those. So hostess rewards are so amazing. You start earning them after you spend either $150 or your party hits $150, and then it has a percentage. So you'll get 10% at the $150 mark. At the $300 mark, it goes 12%, and it keeps on going up. If you get over to the $450 mark in your party, then you get a half price item. But these items are reduced items, so it only costs you 10 of your hostess rewards, and you can get this awesome Prince and Princess stamp set. Let me show you the card I made with this one that I just love. So here is my swan card. I made this one specifically for a friend who was having a baby shower with a swan theme. I used so much layering for this one, and I did some gold embossing, and it matched perfectly. She loved it so much that she said she was going to frame it, and she just made her heart so happy. So this was a super fun one for me to make and to be able to customize it. But you could totally make something similar to this also. Isn't that gorgeous? That beautiful swan. I made sure and I went ahead and stamped on the inside as well and carried it over onto the back. Super fun images there. Love, love them. All right, so there's 2 more stamp sets. I don't have those ones yet to show you, but I do have the paper, which as far as my knowledge goes, Stampin' Up! Has never had paper as part of a hostess deal. And so this one was super exciting to see. Let me show that to you. All right, so Stampin' Up! Has this at an $18 amount for your hostess rewards, which means you'd have to get to your party or spend at least $180 to get this for free with your hostess rewards. They are 12 by 12, but I've cut these ones down to 6 by 6, so they're a little bit easier to work and play with. And there are 48 sheets, 4 of each, and 12 are double-sided. And they're just amazing. And I divide them up into 2 color groupings. So this is the first 6 pages right here. You can kind of see how they all have that rainbow look to them. They're bright and they're beautiful. Then this one over here has more of a royal look to it, royal color, a little bit darker with their pinks and their greens, not as bright, and are beautiful. These will coordinate with sweets throughout the catalog. If you look, there's some kind of a pink leopard print. We do have a new Wild Cats stamp set that would match beautifully with. All right, so the fun part about Stampin' Up! Paper is that it's double-sided. So if I were to go ahead and flip both of these over, you'll see there's a black and white side, which is amazing. The great thing about black and white is that's such a classic look to any card. But you can also change it up. So if I wanted to use my blends or sponging or anything, I can go over this paper and change it to whatever color I want, which is pretty awesome. This would be a great one to use a sponge dauber, and I can color in these little flowers or even my stamping blends. So I can customize the black and white side to whatever I am making. So I love, love this paper and highly recommend everyone to have it in their craft room. All right. We'll go ahead and put that away. Oh, I did have some samples I'd used earlier. Let me find those real quick. These 2. So we have that black and white side, and then I have the more of the rainbow side for this one. Great, great cards that show off the DSP. All right, so those are all of my samples, but let me go ahead and show you a couple of my tips that you'd want to make sure you don't miss when you're looking through the catalog. Let's go to page 122 through 123 if you're wanting to look for colors. So all of our color collections are here, and they have it so that way you can see the color on the top, and then underneath each one you can either buy the cardstock, the stamping ink pad, the refill, or the blends if it has it. This one does not have the blends, and so it just has a little line through it. If it has the blends, it'll have an ordering code for it. So this is a great one-look place to find those items. Then let's go to page 126. I'm going to show you another way if you want to get them in their families, the colors. So if you like all bright colors, you can get 20 sheets, 2 of each of the Brights family, which is pretty awesome. So let me go back a little bit so you can see. So if I wanted to get one of each of these colors, I could order that pack of paper. Then if you want to get all of those inks, you can also do that as well. And the 12 by 12s, which is great to have for scrapbooking. They also have it in the markers and in the ink refills. Perfect. All right, also a new item down here I want you to see if you're a color. They're the soft pastels assortment. I know years ago we used to have the pastels, and if you are a colorer and you love to color, make sure you don't miss that on page 126. All right, we're almost done. You guys are doing awesome. Thank you for hanging in here with me. Let me just show you where you can find the paper. I do have a pretty paper club that if you want to join it and start collecting your pretty paper, this would be a great way to do it. How it works is that one of the months that you get to be a host and you'll get to use the host rewards for a club, The other months, I'm going to give you a suggested pretty paper to order with your $25 order. Then I will send you card bases to let you finish the cards, and then I'll teach you how to make them over a Zoom class. Here's just a quick look of some of our paper that you'll see. Isn't it beautiful? Just gorgeous. I do want to show you two awesome items that it's kind of a small little spot here, so it's hard to see. So I'm going to feature that a little bit more. This is the ombre specialty paper. It comes in a 12 by 12, so it's huge. You see that? I didn't cut it down because I want you to be able to see the color difference and how on this side here, it's not glitter, but it's very shimmery and it has more of a rough edge to it. And it's white on the other side. So it has it in that red, a yellow, a blue, and this purple. And can you just see how beautiful that ombre look is? From that dark to the light and just that little bit of glimmer. Super great. Great find there. I do want to make sure you didn't miss those. There's another specialty paper that is hard to see and understand how it works. Let me show you that to you as well. This is a piece of paper that is called the linen. Oh, let me see if I can find it in here. It's a linen paper. I thought it was on this page, but I'm not seeing it. So, it's on this one. There we go. It comes in a 12 by 12, and on this side here, it feels like cloth. I know, kind of crazy. On this side here is an adhesive back sheet. So you could punch out or die cut in these shapes, and then it already have the adhesive to it. And it's a cloth material, so this would be great for doing blending brushes with. You could do a stamped image with as well. But I think this is going to be so fun and add so much texture to anything. I do recommend you go ahead and cut it down to a 12 by 12, so that, sorry, 6 by 6, because it comes in a 12 by 12, just so it's a little bit more workable. And you can either run it through your die cutting machine or use your punches. All right. Couple more things to show you before we go. On the next page, there is this really fun packaging basics. So they have lots of fun things, including the ombre bags here, this cute little gold box, which looks like this. Comes already folded down, and you just have to assemble it. And then it has a fun pull string lid on it, gold on the top and white on the bottom, and is product food safe. Super cute box. All right, we'll keep on going. There's so much to see. So there's a ribbons page, of course, ribbons and trim, and you'll find this awesome Highland Heather shimmer kind of ribbon on there. Just gorgeous. And that is on this page, actually, right here in the corner. The also thing you want to look for, so some of these ribbons have carried over. If it's a new item, it'll have a little red square with a white in the inside, so you'll know that they're brand new. Same with the bumblebees and these awesome embellishments there. There's a whole lot of embellishments. Ooh, so many. Let me show you this fun one, which is the silver and clear epoxy essentials, and it has in different shapes, like kind of the circles and diamonds and teardrops. And these are great because they're clear and you can use them on basically anything. All right. Brads are back. You'll see that in the top right corner. Brads were really big a couple years ago, and Stampin' Up had used them, and then they got rid of them for a couple years, and now they're back. You'll find that on that right corner on page 143. Lastly, I want to show you some ways to look at your catalog. A lot of times, it's pretty intimidating to go through it all, and you can go from page to page, or you can go straight to our bundle section, where you'll see a quick look at punches, bundles, and die bundles. So let me show you these pages real quick. And you'll see the punches here on the side and a sample of a card you can make with that coordinates with a stamp set. So we have these ones right here as well. The cute little turtle guy, he's one of my favorites, and I'm so happy to see the strawberry carried over. Then on this side, you just have the images of the punches, and I like how the builder punch, they've shown you how you can build with it. Pretty awesome. All right, after our punches, we'll go into our embossing and die cutting machine area. So have an embossing page here, and what I like to do is go through with a highlighter, and I will highlight the ones that I currently have. So I know not to buy another one, and that when I'm working on a project, I know that I have that one in file. I kind of use this as a way to organize my stamp sets and tools. All right, same here with the bundles. There's so many fun bundles. There's this cute baby one with little dress-up clothes, these fun squares. These are the items you can order when you have a die cutting machine. There's our mini, and we have our regular size. And if it is a mini one, you'll see a little icon next to it that says mini, and you'll know that that will fit into that one. If it doesn't say mini, you know that it won't fit in the mini, and you should use it if you have the regular size or the standard size. All right, keep on going a little bit more so you can see these dies and some cards and the stamp sets to go with them. Super fun. I'm telling you, that hat one's going to be huge. Everyone's going to love that one, and that one does fit in the mini one. Stampin' UP does a great job where they will try to make stamps to match with the dies. So there's a great variety here. And then we just have dies you can buy separately. Some of these do coordinate with the stamp sets, but they're no longer in the bundle status. When it's the bundle, you do save 10%. So instead of buying the die separately and the stamp set separately, buy them together and you'll save 10% on each of the bundles. You'll see that's under there, so you don't forget. So just more dies, and it just shows you which ones they have. And I had gotten a really fun one. Let me show you the Taylor tag dies. This one is what I use to make my mini bookmark, and it has it in different layers. So there's lots of different sizes you can make these. And it has these fun little toppers, I want to call. So when you have your hole, it's extra supported with another layer of paper option there. Either the circle or the semi-oval. All right, so that's towards the end. At the very, very end, you have your index. And this is where I store my brain pretty much. I told you I love to use my catalog as a way to organize my stamps. So when I put them on my shelf, I do go alphabetically, and I will highlight it so I know what I have when I go to look at my shelf. It's a great way to keep track and to not buy the same stamp set more than once. There's also accessories for the index as well. And I probably should start using this the same way, where I can just highlight it if I already have it. But these ones are things that you can use over and over again, and so you might run out of. All right, my wish list. I make them too. All right, you guys, that should be it for our walkthrough. I'm sure there's something that I've forgotten and that I'd want to share with you, but I can't think of it right now. Thank you so much for joining me, and for that technical issue we had earlier, for hanging through it and being able to come back or to continue watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful first catalog day, and please order for me. Today when you order for me, and today only, I'll send you some free in color square gems. I had to switch over. The in colors that I was planning on sending actually are in back order already. And so I've switched out, and I'm still giving you in color, but they're just last year's in colors. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. Happy stamping, everyone. Goodbye.